Hello, everyone, and welcome to Bourbon Bites. Welcome to a Saturday night live stream. We haven't done one of these in a minute, as you can tell by I stutter with it. But we have our friend Brandon here with us.
Hey guys.
So we have been talking about doing a stream together for a while, and I was trying to think, what's a good theme for us to do? Well, it's now fall. I mean, it's been fall for like over a month now. And I was like, what would be fun is doing like what we think will be our favorite fall bourbons and whiskeys. So we've prepared 5 samples each. So I prepared 5 samples for him. He's prepared 5 samples for me. And we're going to see which of these are our favorite fall whiskey of 2022. If you're watching the replay, I'm going to put down the description below, like what we're drinking as we go along. We don't know what they are. Well, I don't know at this point. But if you're watching live and you do want to see the answer key, I actually put a link. I pinned a comment over there. And you can go to our Discord server, which, by the way, I recommend you guys joining. It's a great community of awesome whiskey folks. But I posted in the Bourbon Bites channel there. You can actually see the answer key. So if you're curious about what we're drinking as we're drinking, check out that link over there. And don't tell us. Keep it.
No spoilers, guys.
No spoilers in the chat, please. Because we want to keep it completely blind until the end. But what's funny is you'll notice there's a little bit of a twist. So in addition to 4 of our favorite fall whiskeys, we've thrown in one mystery spooky pour, which I don't know what to call it, but it's a pour that is either completely off or something that scares us. So
yours of mystery is number 2 for me. B.
Okay. Oh, you think so?
I think so.
He's looking at the color of.
I'll show you guys. It's
see.
really light, so I'm scared.
We threw in a spooky Halloween pour for this flight. I'm curious to see if he's gonna be able to find it. So when we think we found it, let's taste through them all first.
Yes.
Then say I think that the spooky pour is this one, and then if you're right, I'll reveal what that one is. If you're wrong, no, you have to wait till the end. How about that? So
fair enough.
I'm excited to get into these. I love drinking whiskey during the fall. I think it's my favorite time to drink whiskey, especially like with the windows open out on the balcony. I love fall. Do you like fall? I mean, you're from California, so you probably don't know what fall is.
No, we don't. We don't have seasons here, but that's fine.
But I do. I've missed the fall though. today's cold. Like I went outside.
It's nice.
Yeah, it feels good.
It's
so
about time we get some cool weather.
It kind of feels like fall here. So I think it's a perfect time to do this stream. I'm really excited for it. I don't know what you've prepared for me, but I'm hoping
it's all good.
I'm hoping it's good. But first, I want to do some shout outs to people here in the chat. I see James Taylor here. He says, I've got a campfire ready to go this fall. Heck yes. I wish I could. I am in an apartment, so I can't make that happen. But we do have we have like a desktop, not desktop. It's like a fire, tabletop fire. Yes. Our significant others are off camera judging us, but no, they're good info too. But yeah, it's like a tabletop little fire thing that I have on my balcony. Oh, cool. Don't know if I'm allowed to have it, but we have it out there. So it's kind of simulated campfire. Sugar Kitty's in the chat. Good to see you, Sugar Kitty. I feel like you haven't been able to make the live streams, which I know you're going through some stuff, but I'm glad to see you here on Saturday. Good to see you, man. Appreciate you so much. Zopher is here as well. Emily Chambers. What's up, Emily? Emily is one of our mods here who is going to keep things under control because you're one of our mods that usually do that. So
yeah, you should not look at Discord. So
yeah, so we can't. We're trying to not cheat. Like we posted our keys and we closed out of everything. Swan is here as well. Good to see you, Swan. Brandy is here. Yikes! Oh, come on.
Wow, Swan. Wow.
Eric and Peter finally a stream in my time zone. I know. It's only an hour earlier, guys. Come on, it's not that much earlier. But I figured I'd go on a little early tonight just to hopefully get some more people here. But Viking Bourbon's in the chat. Good to see you. And Brett from Florida says, what is this fall as you speak of? Yeah, we're in Southern California, so yeah, agreed. But I'm from South Carolina. We get a bit of a fall, so I'm kind of channeling that fall vibes, I guess. I want to kind of go on, be super cheesy with the falling leaves. I'm like, no, too much. Let's just hang out, drink some whiskey. So you ready to drink some whiskey?
Let's do it, buddy.
All right, let's go to each our A pours. Like I said, answer key is on Discord. The link to it is over there. Everyone's welcome to join. I have a little spoiler tag, so you have to actually click on the message to see the key. So I don't know what I'm drinking, and he doesn't know what he's drinking. So don't spoil it in the chat, please. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, before we get into it, what do you look for in a fall whiskey? When you're trying to think of what's a perfect fall whiskey, and this is a question for you guys in the chat too. Tell us your favorite fall whiskeys or what you think that you would expect from a fall whiskey. What about you, Brandon?
Well, it's something nice that warms the chest, warms the body a little bit. Maybe something that reminds you of fall. I mean, we don't have fall in here in California, so.
Well,
Zopher says spice ones.
Zopher says we have fall. Swan said, "Just kidding, love you, Brandy. Drink some Old Carter for me."
Well, speaking of Old Carter, I do have some nice fancy Old Carter blends I picked up when I was there. So
fancy.
Yeah.
So am I drinking some Old Carter tonight?
I don't know.
Maybe, okay, that sounded like promising. All right. So yeah, so for me, I look for more of the spice. I think I typically think of something that I would associate with like not necessarily like
Not
keeping you warm like with like proof,
mm,
but just like the spice notes, the like
mm,
baking, maybe
baking spices like
Thanksgiving
cinnamon,
dinner. Yes, cinnamon.
cardamom.
Cinnamon's a big one, and I think for me, I try to distinguish between like fall whiskeys and like winter whiskeys, and I think sometimes cinnamon
Yeah.
teeters there. I think usually I could look for more minty towards winter, but for fall, I like the warming, the spicy. Like you said, cinnamon's a great note, and
Mm.
yeah, just something that's like really like well rounded and just makes you feel all
Yeah,
good
makes you feel good,
inside.
exactly.
So, but yeah, let us know what you guys looking for. I know James Taylor says Old Kentucky, Old West Campfire in 1910.
Interesting.
Oh,
Interesting.
interesting. Good. Yeah, 1910. That's the Old Forester
Yeah, 1910, the
double
double
oak.
barrel,
Right?
yeah,
Yeah,
double barrel or whatever, yeah.
that's a good one. Yeah, anything with like extra toastiness, I think for
Mhm.
sure. Donnie says he is
Oh.
having Old Carter American Batch 5.
I
Ooh.
wasn't able to get my hands on that sample. That one is delicious.
Peter says I'm in Ontario, so watching the color change of the trees is pretty cool. Then there are no leaves, and it sucks. Yeah, no, you guys get the pleasure of the color changing leaves. We don't really get that out here, but
Yeah, no.
I'm jealous of the people that do. All right, so now, sorry to interrupt. Let's
Yeah, no,
let's
you're
let's
good,
go
you're
in and
good.
go to our first one,
You're good.
and we're gonna rank these in the end, and like I'm gonna pick what I think is my favorite
Yeah,
from my
vice
lineup, and you're
versa.
gonna do the same.
Yeah. I feel like we just had this, like the same nose almost. We kind of cheated a little bit and got a little warmed up with a couple of pours. It was good though.
This is really good too. Like I'm getting so this one it is 100% baking spices. Like this,
Mhm.
I'm thinking my first instinct is turkey, but I'm not. I don't know. I'm just thinking on
Yeah.
the nose. It's kind of smelling a little turkey.
Yeah, no, this one's sweet with a little bit of spice on the back end. I don't really get that much proof on the nose though. I would
This
guess
one
low
has
proof.
this one. So I actually put mine, the one that you're tasting, are in order of proof. So
Yeah.
that was just to not blow your palate with like the high proof ones.
Yeah, I mean to be fair, if you notice most time when I do blinds, I usually typically do that too, lowest to highest,
Mhm.
usually.
Yeah. I really like the nose on this one. This definitely put me in the fall mood.
Yeah, definitely. I was like, it's got a little bit of legs, not bad though.
You ready to try it?
Yeah,
Cheers.
buddy.
Cheers,
So,
y'all.
cheers, guys.
That's different. It's a little like vintage or something. Like
Yeah, this has got a nice spice on the back end. Like right on the front of the palate, I was thinking immediately a rye.
mm,
I don't know why. It's got some good spice, but almost like mint. That's really good, whatever it is.
mm. Yeah, I really
kinda
like this. And
dig
this is I'm already impressed. So I'm excited to see where they go. So yeah,
Yeah,
we're gonna come back to these. We're gonna taste through them. So it's always
Yeah.
hard to judge the first one until you've tried others. So
exactly.
I'm gonna move on, but I think I'm off to a good. You're off to. Are you off to a good start, or am I off to a good
I think
start?
we're both off to a good
Yeah,
start.
that's
In
a
the
good point.
chat, you let us know because we poured for each other. So
Sugar Katie says for fall, they like Glen Scotia 15, Knob Creek Rye. That's a good one.
okay.
Compass Box Orchard House. Yes, those apple notes are delicious. Redwood Empire Lost Monarch. Yeah, that's another one. Another good one. Actually, you know what? Shoot. I had that one. I was like, that would have been a great one. Oh well.
I was like, yeah, because I never had that much of Redwood Empire. Like anything else, that'd be an interesting stream.
Well,
Two of other lineup.
yeah. But let's be real. Like, aren't all bourbons made for drinking in the fall? Like, I feel like bourbon is such a like fall, like
Yeah.
cold weather drink. So these are just ones that I think stand out specifically for this season.
Mhm.
So you mentioned Sugar King mentioned Orchard House. So even though that is apple, to me, like when I think of that one, I think of that as like a spring one personally because I get like some of the floral notes on it. But I think it's one of my favorite scotches. So like I'm a big fan of Orchard House. I think to me it's like it's those brighter floral notes, but I could see why you could get the apple and think of it as a good fall whiskey. It totally makes sense. So for like
Interesting.
peat for winter. I didn't put any peat for you tonight.
I don't know about the second one, guys. This one on the color, I'll show you
He's
guys.
worried
in a minute.
about
It's
he's worried
super
about his
light.
B. So yeah, his B is a very light color.
It's
hard-
very
hard to
light
see.
if you can see, at least compared to the first one.
Yeah, do a little comparison. It's hard to tell.
It's hard to
because they have
tell,
light
but
right on it.
Yeah, but it definitely is lighter, guys. 100% lighter.
All right. Well, I will move on to my B. Donnie says apples are picked in late summer, early fall. Okay, good point. Good point.
Good to know.
All right. My B is dark.
Dude, there's like no nose on this. The second one.
This nose is a lot different. This one's more of a toasted, I'm getting a lot of toasted elements on the second one, the B. This smells high proof. I can tell I feel like my B is high proof.
Yeah, and like see like this one, it's so light though. That's why to me this is like we were talking about. This is like almost like a spring because it's light. It's got a little bit of sweetness,
Yeah.
but
I can see that.
a little floral, but that's it. It's light on color. I'm interested.
This one is like baked cherry or something on this.
I literally had that the other night, and to make sure it was a good fall one, I'm like, oh, this is actually really good.
Really good on the nose. All right, let's try it. Cheers.
Cheers, buddy. Talk about nutty. Holy crap! Like, well, I almost want to say like peanuts, but like super nutty.
Oh, this is finished. Okay. First of all, I would say B smells super high proof. I thought this was gonna be like a. I was thinking like Stagg
Like, yeah,
or
like a
something like
cask strength or
crazy.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the palate, it's not nearly as bold,
Mhm.
but there's a nice like finish. I think this is a finished whiskey.
Mhm.
I think maybe I don't know if I want to say port finish. It's definitely like it seems like a red wine finish. It's just a
Mhm.
guess.
Can't get over the nuts on this one.
So are you less scared of it now that you tried it?
Yeah, I just meant that like that's really light. I would almost think of Jim Beam or Heaven Hill with the nuttiness of it, but I don't think they make something that light. But maybe they do. I honestly have no idea what this is. That would just be my guess of the one. I was going to say I thought it was Mellow Corn, but it's like it's not Mellow Corn.
All right, C. Let's move on to the next one.
Because we're gonna go and then we'll go back.
Yeah, we're gonna go back through them. We're gonna rank them and everything. But I see a few other people joining. I see Cool Running. I see Bourbon. Welcome to the show, y'all. Thank y'all for
Welcome,
tuning
guys.
in. Ooh, C is graham cracker on the nose. It's like honey grams. Like,
ooh, this one's got a fruit note to it.
I can't remember what my C is, honestly.
I almost forgot. I was like, oh yeah, I gave that to your husband earlier, so we're good.
C to me is like honey grams, not quite s'mores. So I was like, oh, it's on the track with s'mores, which I can see why I did it as a fall whiskey.
Yeah, like we talked about, this is like cherries. Like the milk-covered cherries.
This, I will also say C to me smells crafty. Like I think this might be a craft whiskey.
Interesting.
It does smell really good though.
Yeah, I dig it. Like to be fair, like I'm lost on the proofs on these though. Like to be fair, none of the like to be fair.
I thought B was going to be super high proof.
Super. They like to me these all taste low proof, like sub 100.
Yeah. Cheers. Definitely a craft whiskey. I know that for sure.
Wow. I don't get any of that sweet fruit note. It's all just spice on the palate.
Like can you hand me my phone? I just want to look at what you're drinking.
Yeah. Almost like a little tannic, but I almost feel like it has a toasted note to it though on the finish.
Yeah, to me, yours tastes like toasted and it tastes craft.
As soon as I thought about that, I was like, I wonder if he has any. I was like, I don't think you have any more of the toasted rye from Michter's. I was like, that's what I was leaning to.
James is sipping some Kentucky Owl Batch 3 rye. Ooh. Nice. You know what? Actually, James, I just killed my bottle of that earlier this week. I've had it for a while. Actually, Jonathan gave me a bottle of it, and it was really good. I'm sad to see it go, and I enjoyed the heck out of that bottle. I like C a lot. I think C is definitely C and A right now so far are like my go-to. I can tell this is crafty and I can tell it's younger, but I don't hate it.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the prank one. Maybe that's like the prank one.
You don't mean crafty, so
I know he is. That's why I like having him on. He likes visiting so many different craft distilleries. Like you're always introducing me to new ones in California and just all over. I need to have you on anytime I have a craft distillery on, or as we're discovering craft.
As we're discovering, yeah, we got plenty more to discover too. Because like I said, maybe we'll have to do another craft distillery. Because I've gotten some more new stuff from a couple of the ones we've already done in the past, but new releases, so we can do that or something different.
Nice. All right, moving on to the. Ooh, what the hell is that nose?
Oh
what the fuck am I drinking?
I literally forgot. I'm like, wait, what did I give you? I'm like, oh yeah, that's right.
This is like, oh, that smells like gym socks.
This smells like grapes, but not good grapes.
My D smells like gym socks, but that's all. Your D smells like gym socks.
I hoped you wouldn't say D when you said number 4. I was like, solid, we're good. Then you say D, I'm like, great. Now
I didn't know it smells it. Oh, I don't like this.
I'm not digging this. This is like really grapey. What'd you give me? Maybe this is finished. Maybe.
Ooh, this smells almost like a malt, something malty. Like it doesn't even smell American. I'm sure it is though. You don't own any Scotch. I feel like you don't own any Scotch.
There's no Scotch in my house. There's no vodka in my house.
I will spoil.
I lied.
I'll do a little
vodka.
No, we got vodka too. I will say everything you're drinking is American. Is everything I'm drinking American or no?
I would assume so.
You would assume so.
Well, I don't have anything that's not American.
Okay.
So. I lied. I have remember we got that triple barrel from Jameson. You said you tried that. Remember that triple cask one that you said you tried once and yeah.
It's always the D.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah, no, so the funny story with the Jameson triple cask, I was at an all-inclusive in Mexico and it was typical all-inclusive drinks, like the basic like Jim Beam White Label, Jack Daniels. But like we told we're in an area that had like a not a private pool, but like these 6 different rooms shared a private pool. And I told him like I was into whiskey, and he had like the Jameson, the triple cask, which is a travel only bottle.
Yeah.
And he probably had like 10 ounces left in that. He pulled out like a solo cup and just dumped the rest of it. He's like, you can have it. I'm like, so this is my last day. We were flying out that night, and oh my god, I couldn't. I drank like about 3/4 of it, and I was like, I am completely wasted. But it's a really good one.
Yeah, this is like all dark fruits,
I
like stone fruits.
I'm
on this
really
one.
scared. I don't. Should I cheers you with this?
Yeah, I told you nothing's bad.
Okay. Tastes better than it smells. Should I order the food, Justin?
Yeah. This one's got kind of a funk to it on the palate. Like it was kind of mid palate was thin, but the finish builds with the spice. This honestly tastes like a single malt.
Oh, really?
Because it reminds me almost like a non-peated Scotch on the back end. That's what it reminds me of.
Sorry, I'm ordering our food right now. So
interesting. I'll keep chit chatting.
Yeah.
James Taylor, thank you very much for the super chat.
Oh,
feel
thank
free
you so
if you guys
much,
want to send any in.
Enjoy the cast and the company. Yeah, absolutely.
Hopefully you guys if you guys like this idea of blind flights, let us know. If you have any more ideas, like I'm down for it. Like I'm not gonna try and guess because I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what I'm begin with. I'm terrible at it.
I get so excited when someone provides me a blind flight, like whether it's like you or just,
anybody.
Like I love it. So much fun. I love like gamifying it. Like it's so cool. So
yeah, it's good stuff.
All right, I'm ordering the food. We're getting Chinese tonight. I'm excited.
Perfect.
Over $100 worth of Chinese, but you know it's gonna be worth it.
I'm not gonna lie. At least to be fair, I don't hate any of these though. Like the afford me.
Okay, that's good to know.
That's what I'm saying. Like meaning like they're all good.
Yeah. Just watch this picture.
I'm waiting to go the 5th one. Like right now, probably this would probably be my bottom because I don't really like the single malts. Yeah. But again, I could be totally wrong. Watch it be a bourbon or a rye. Like I have no idea.
The D tastes way better than it smells. Again, I should stop. Jesus, guys. Still not my favorite. D is my least favorite.
Yeah.
All right, ready to move to E, and then we're gonna taste.
Yeah, but then you have to go back the other way and see.
But yeah, thank you so much, James, for the super chat. I appreciate all of y'all that support me, whether you're a member of the channel, super chatting, a patron, or if you're just on our Discord hanging out. Like, I love all y'all. Y'all are awesome. All right, let's move to E.
He's laughing at us.
Oh, this is also weird. This smells like Chinese food. Maybe it's in my head. Chinese food. So it has a bit of like a pepper kick.
Okay. Now we're back on. This is good. I don't know what it is.
So yeah, that's my highest proof one I gave you.
Yeah, it's sweet, it's spice, but it's like almost it smells creamy. As weird as that sounds.
Okay. So I'm curious for those of you in the chat, give me a thumbs up in the chat if you've checked out the key on Discord. I'm curious to see if you guys know what we're drinking.
Yeah.
I didn't notate which one of my key is like the spooky mystery.
I didn't either. I just put obviously A, B, C, D, and E, and that was it. So
yeah. So y'all have to wait till the answer. Yeah. I do like the nose on E.
This is my favorite. So
you haven't tried it yet.
I know, but on the nose, it's my favorite because it's more my jam. Again, I'm a sweeter guy. This is more up my alley.
All
Sweet
right.
with spice.
Let's try it. Cheers.
Buddy.
Ooh, and that is high proof. Ooh, hell yeah. I like that a lot. James says he's trying to be surprised. Yeah. Stick around to the end if you're curious. Ooh, I like E a lot. I like E.
That's mouth coating.
Same with your E.
It's kind of spicy on the finish. Again, like I always tell you, I have an issue with determining spice, whether it be proof or whether it be a spicy whiskey or bourbon or whatever.
Right.
But that one I'd go with a proof spice over the mash bill. But
yeah, this one. So I think yours is super, like you said, thick. It's like mouth coating. Like this is almost like a liqueur. Like it has like thickness to it. Up front, it does have a little bit of spice. There's like a lot of wood on this. I can tell this to me, this tastes well aged, and it doesn't taste finished or anything. I think it's definitely just like a straight bourbon. Or American whiskey. Could also be an American whiskey.
Yeah.
E's sounding really good right now, but okay, we're not quite the halfway point, but I'm gonna start going back through them and I'm just gonna try to rank them. So
I was like, just start ranking them or whatever, because obviously.
Do you want to go ahead and guess whichever one you think is the spooky pour?
Honestly, my guess for the spooky pour would either be B or D.
You got to pick one. If you want to get it revealed early, you got to pick one.
Yeah, well, it's gonna be wrong no matter what. So, okay, I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go with B. Is my spooky pour.
You think Boo Boo. Like it wasn't planned.
Jeez.
You think B is a spooky
I
pour?
do think it is.
Well, you would happen to be correct. And you actually guessed the bottle early on.
Did I?
Do you remember what you said?
No.
So, you can't have a fall whiskey without some corn.
Oh, Mellow Corn.
So, I was like, you know what? What's the most fall whiskey? Mellow Corn.
As bad as it sounds, I've honestly never had Mellow Corn.
Really?
In my entire life, I've never had Mellow Corn
I
ever,
haven't
like
had
straight up.
this in like 6 years. I had this in, like right when I was getting into whiskey. Someone said, "Oh, Mellow Corn is the best value in whiskey."
That's crazy. I guessed right. Heaven Hill.
I ended up drain pouring it because I did not like it. However,
That's
I did
crazy.
taste a little bit of it when I bought it. I bought it yesterday,
Okay.
and I was like, "This isn't as bad as I remember."
No,
it
it's
being.
not. Definitely not. Like, isn't it? Is it $10 or $15 for some?
It's gone up. This
Okay.
was 18.
Still.
So it's a bottle and bond. It's 100 proof. It's hard to say.
Honestly, it doesn't taste like 100 proof though.
Yeah, it has a green label, so that's why it's hard for you guys to see. But yeah, 100 proof Kentucky straight corn whiskey. So
Wow.
I don't know the mash bill it is. I don't know if I don't think it's 100% corn. I think it's
so.
I'm not sure, but it is
I don't
bottle
know.
and bond.
Someone in the chat let us know because I can't look it up. So someone
Yeah.
let me know.
Bottled and bond, at least 4 years old. It's a solid. It's definitely different. I had it as a joke because I'm like fall corn, like it makes sense. So, yeah, it's not a bad whiskey at all. But that was your mystery. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want me to try to guess?
Yeah,
mine?
so you can try and guess what your mystery pour is.
All right. I'm thinking C or D. C tastes crafty, but I know you like crafty, so I feel like you wouldn't have been weird about that one. D is the weird nose. I think D is your like spooky pour.
Now, do you want me to tell you if that's right or
If
wrong?
I am right, you reveal the bottle. If I'm wrong, you just say no.
No.
Oh crap! Oh man! All right. Well, I don't like D. I'll say that.
All I can say is everyone in the chat knows that for Clifton's D, it is not a spooky pour. Like everyone knows in the chat what it is. It is a very well-known bourbon.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. Sorry, I spilled water all over myself. At least it was water and not whiskey.
Mhm.
All
Everybody
right.
knows that.
Okay, well, I'll give it a second shot now that I know that it's.
Yeah.
And you're still when you're doing a ranking. Now that you know what one of them is, you don't have to put it in the last. You
No,
can still-
I'm not. Honestly, like I told you, between B and D are my two. Which,
Yeah. So Big Vic is in the chat. Cheers. Cheers to you, Big Vic. Good to see you.
cheers, buddy.
Oh, Brett said the mash bill, 90% corn. Okay, so
So,
it's pretty
90
freaking high corn.
10
Yeah,
barley.
probably. I'd assume.
I'd assume
Probably.
so, yeah.
Peter says I just bought my first bottle of Mellow Corn so I could fill out an online order. Always wanted to try it. Yeah, definitely try it.
Oh yeah, definitely try it. There's nothing wrong with it.
It's not bad. Like you would think it'd be like pure like corn oil or something weird. Like no, it tastes like a bourbon. It just is like very sweet. It's very sweet.
Yes.
And
there's honestly like no barrel influence.
there's no
all.
complex.
Like,
there's not a ton of
it's-
complexity.
no.
It's caramel, vanilla. Like it's a good. Like I mean, shoot, you can use that in like some. I was gonna say mixed drinks, but not really. I wouldn't want an old fashioned with that. I don't think.
No. Definitely try it and let us know though.
Yeah. Let us know. I don't hate it. It was just kind of a joke because it was
Yeah.
like fall corn. Like, All right, so we're going back through these,
Yeah,
and then
just
we're
going
gonna
back
rank
through.
them, and then we're gonna
Yeah.
reveal one by one
That's fine.
up to find out our favorite fall whiskeys.
Yeah.
So
I was like, yeah, because we're about halfway through, so we're looking good so far.
Sam says Mellow Corn is surprisingly blendable as well. I've done black tea and Mellow Corn. Oh, okay.
Interesting.
Well, Sam, that's actually what I was getting at. I was like, I don't know if old fashioned would be the best choice because I like my old fashioned a little smoky, a little oaky.
Yeah.
So I feel like Mellow Corn might not be the best for that. But shoot, a whiskey sour with Mellow Corn, hell yeah! Like that sounds like it'd be good. It's good to know, Sam. All right, so we're going back through. I'm going back to A.
Yeah. I was like, again, A noses now. It noses like a rye.
Oh, A's weird going back to it. Wait, shit was. Oh man, that was probably the weird pour. It has like a motor oil kind of taste, but not like in a Scotch kind of way.
Motor oil.
Yeah, I don't know. It smells like a car, like a mechanic. It smells like a mechanic. Wait, isn't that like your job? I'm not being racist. It smells like a mechanic for some reason, like a mechanic shop.
Have you been in a mechanic shop?
My mom used to work at a dealership that had a mechanic shop.
Honestly,
So
it smells like ethanol. Like it smells like a young whiskey
okay, ethanol
with like vanilla, like in the background.
Okay.
It doesn't smell like a shop. I'm honestly like, I'm curious. Like, what do you mean by shop? Like, obviously, like a tire shop smells like rubber. Like, what do you like?
Well, it's a little of the rubber. It's to me, it kind of smelled like maybe gasoline is maybe a good way. Like yeah, like a little bit gasoline, a little bit of like rubber. I don't know. I'm really curious to find out what A is. I will say I liked it better on first taste. I don't like it going back to it as much.
Sure.
Keith J from MA says, "Cheers, Cliff. I can't buy a bottle that looks like cooking oil." Yeah, it's very,
I
very
feel
light.
you on that one. I feel you.
Yeah. So A to me, like at first it was like super like fall spices and interesting, but yeah, I'm not feeling it on second taste. I'm moving on to
Jesus.
B. B's more fruity now. Going back, it's so weird going back to these. 'Cause I, feel
I
like
was
they changed a lot.
I was literally thinking the same thing. I swear, every single one has changed.
Yeah, that's why
Like,
you gotta do it twice. You can't go on
yeah.
first impressions. To me, B now is more fruity. It's more of a, I don't know if I want to say orange, lemon, brighter fruit, not like a dark fruit.
Mhm.
Apple, apple, fall. Okay,
Interesting.
I'm liking B. I'm gonna move A back. We'll reveal our ranking towards the end, so you can see.
Yeah,
what
we're kind of
drinking.
just chit chatting,
Yeah.
whatever. So
Let us know what you guys are drinking on now. Oh, going back to C. C was one that I said smelled crafty.
Yep.
Corn forward, I think. I think this is. I don't think it's a rye. I don't think any of yours taste like rye that you gave me. Could be wrong. What's up, Marty and Jenny? Whiskey Nose in the chat.
hello.
C is crafty, but it's like the good kind of crafty that I actually like.
Oh, good. I like giving you stuff you like to drink, buddy.
Something I like B better than C.
The nose on number 4, like it changed. Like it was fruity. It got really vanilla and sweet. I was digging it, and then now I'm going back to it. Now it's just like,
Well, that was the one that you didn't like.
that's what I'm saying. Like I went through it, and it was like all stone fruits. And then after we went through all 5, we started going back through them. I've been kind of going back and forth between all of them, trying to do my ranking. And I'm smelling this again. I smelled all vanilla. I was like, oh my god, okay, like this is gonna go to 1 or 2. And I drank another one. I'm going back to this one. I'm like, all that sweetness went away.
I don't like D at all. I really hope it's not like Earl Carter or something, but I don't like D at all. Oh, I like E though. I think I got my rank, but I'm gonna taste through them and make sure.
Yeah, I think I got my rank too. I'm getting there slowly. But
ooh, I definitely got my top 3. I'll say that. I think I know what my top 3 are. I just don't know the order of the top 3.
Interesting.
Cheech is here. He says he and Jen are drinking Mayor Pingree Red Label. I have not had any Mayor Pingree. Have you had that?
I've not even heard of that, honestly.
I know a lot of people. I know bourbon junkies are huge into Mayor Pingree. I know a few other like whiskey tube channels have them. I know Destination Bourbon was a big fan of that as well. Yeah, I've not had that, but I've been curious to try it.
Okay, I lied. I think that E has got to be toasties. I'm getting marshmallows, like campfire, like toasted marshmallows.
Okay.
Interesting. So toasted something.
All right, I need to cleanse my palate. I wish I should have thought of. I should have got like caramel apple or something super fall dessert like to cleanse our palate. I don't know if that would cleanse our palate though. Caramel apple. I'm probably not a good choice.
Yeah. So it's bad. I'm gonna be 100% wrong, but I lied. So that would be my guess. Would be the Michter's Toasted Barrel Rye.
Okay.
Would be E if I had to guess.
Interesting.
Which I'm probably 100% wrong, which is fine. That's fine.
I'm just thinking like making sure I poured in the right order, but okay. I might have. Nah, we'll find out. I might have mixed up the last 2 because. Okay.
I mean, at least to be fair, we have bottles of this. It's
it's
not like they're empty, so we can always double check and whatever.
Brett says he is drinking the last port of an Elijah Craig Toasted Barrel. I bought that when it first came out, and I haven't tried it. I think that sounds like a really good fall whiskey. That's a great choice. Sugar Kitty says we get Pingree here, both red bourbon and orange rye bottles. Interesting. Again, I know nothing about it. I've heard of it. I just know nothing about it.
Do me a favor, either Sugar Kitty or Cheech, can you post the link for the Pingree, like for the distillery, so in the Discord, so we can look it up?
Yeah,
because I'm curious, because I'll already post it here in the chat because I want to know more information myself. I'm gonna look it up later.
Yeah. I've heard really good things. I just have not had the chance to try it.
Yeah.
All right, I think I'm gonna start to lock in my ranking.
I'm getting there because I do the opposite of you, so I move mine forward and back.
So I always start at the bottom and work my way up. I'm like, is the next one better than that one? Yes. Is the next one better than that one? Yes.
Yeah. But at least the good thing is that obviously for anyone who doesn't know, we have all of our glasses labeled on the bottom. So at least that way you can mix them up. Whereas normally when I do like blind flights, I don't have anything labeled, so they're all the same.
My 2 last places are both far last.
Are both far last. Interesting.
Yeah.
Dude. Yeah, A's got like a citrus note to it. I was like, yeah, I just got something on my watch too.
Oh, I think Valentine Distillery. I don't know if that was the Mayor Pingree, maybe.
Maybe.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you,
Thank
Cheech
you.
and Rover on our
Thank you.
Discord.
I'll look at it later when I'm allowed to.
Yeah, we said like no look at the Discord because we put our spoilers there. And again, you got to remember when we're ranking these, we're also looking for the fall whiskey, not just our favorite. But usually those are probably going to be pretty close.
Yeah.
Pingree is the product name. Valentine is the distillery. Awesome.
Okay. Good.
Yeah. Again, nothing. I know nothing.
I know
honestly.
nothing. I honestly haven't even heard of it or seen it. I might have seen it, but
I also assume it's not available like world or nationwide because we're in California. Like I've never seen it.
Yeah.
Ooh, I really like the nose on C. It's crafty but so good. I like E a little better though.
You let me know if you need more poured too. I can pour more of any of those. You just look away and I'll pour some.
No,
I'll show the group. Here, guys, this is what you're drinking.
I've gotten a little better about like making sure I save enough just for like the ranking.
Yeah.
Then I can pour a little more. B is that weird fruity one. It's like, you know what B smells like to me? It smells like an apple orchard after the apples have fell and they've started to like, I don't want to say rot, but they've started to kind of got a little soft on the ground. B is super appley. I don't think I've ever had an American whiskey this apple forward. To me, that makes me think it's a fall one. I think that might be my first place, honestly. Man. It's way lower proof than everything else I've been drinking. But to me, it tastes like if I'm ranking these based on best fall whiskey, I've locked in my first place. My first place is B.
Any guesses on distillery? Or not? Are you like me where like most of them are like, no, not even close?
We were talking earlier about like a lot of whiskeys doing cognac finishes. I'm almost wondering if it's something that's cognac finished, maybe that's kind of why I'm getting that apple, kind of that sour apple kind of taste. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no clue on distillery on B or C.
Yeah.
E. E is really oaky, which makes me think it's like, probably a Kentucky distillery. Maybe a Heaven Hill product. I don't know. It doesn't have like the baked good note that I like about Heaven Hill. Maybe E is the Old Carter. I know you, and I know you like Old Carter. I'm gonna guess E is an Old Carter product. I don't know. I'm just guessing. And then C was the craft one. I have no idea. It tastes crafty, but good, but in a good way. It's still a good craft. A is the one that was like, A was the motor oil, like the weird one.
It smells like mechanic guys.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, some days I wish I smelled like that. It's not that bad.
It just smells like a dealership. I don't know. It just smells like
like a new car.
Yeah, actually, the new car smell you get in a car.
I think your nose is broken.
Maybe. Not on the smell.
I get like super like.
It's on the taste it.
I know what it tastes like. I've had it.
Okay. Taste is
it's super like vanilla-y though. Like honestly, it does remind me of like a vanilla car freshener though. Like,
and I did say that the nose on this when I first tried it was really good.
Yeah, it's changed that much. That's crazy.
I just think the taste is off for me.
Yeah.
These are the one that smell like dirty socks. The taste is more banana. So, and I'm not a banana whiskey flavored person.
Yeah, you like bananas, not runs.
Right. Exactly. So
I like runs, not bananas.
So I got my ranking. I'm locking in my ranking.
Yep, my ranking is locked in.
Peter says BMW or a Kia though.
You know Cliffy, it's got to be a BMW.
I mean, I have a Toyota. I have a Hyundai.
You have a Hyundai, yeah.
So,
oh, there you go. Distributed, Michigan. Yeah, most of the.
Oh, the mayor. Yeah, not out here.
No, according to Valentine website. Okay, so does that mean that they're technically a craft distillery? Then I would assume, if they got that big a distribution.
No idea. All right, I've locked in my ranking.
I've locked in mine as well.
Okay.
Yep.
Let's go last two first.
Okay, well, you already know my last. It's the Mellow Corn.
Okay.
And that's just because there's not that much going on. Like we know it's pretty straightforward. Like it's not super complex. Like it's very basic in comparison to the other four that you've chosen.
And again, it wasn't meant to be a competitor. It was more of just like, can you spot the spooky whiskey? So yeah,
I win.
His last place is Mellow Corn, which was correct. My last place was D. That was the one to me that had the dirty Jim Socks nose.
I was trying to think. Okay, I remember what I put. Yeah.
Palate. It is a little better on the palate. It just falls flat for me. It just doesn't have the kick that I'm looking for, and it also to me doesn't taste very fall. What? It's not giving fall.
No
Okay.
fall vibes for you.
No,
It's Valvoline. Oh, I should have done Valvoline. No, to be fair, so it was funny. So I did a blind with my brothers and a few friends. They thought that Old Tub tasted like Valvoline motor
Oh,
oil
really?
from Jim
Okay.
Beam. So they were like, that's why I was laughing. When you said that. I was like,
Interesting.
oh,
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, I should have brought Old Tub.
Is it
I'll
Old
be honest.
Tub?
No, I don't have any more Old Tub. You guys ready for the review?
What is D? What is my last place?
Your last place is OGD 114.
Really? Did not read the proof on that at all. I mean, it's young. That also like, wow. And I'm a Jim Beam fan.
That's why that's why I was afraid. I was like, oh crap, he's gonna pick up this Jim Beam because it's nutty and everything else. I'm like, nope.
But also Old Grandad with the Jim Beam mash bills, like that's my least known because Old Grandad is the same mash bill as Basil Hayden, and I don't have very many of those very often. So like to me, that's why I was kind of thrown off by that.
Yeah.
Now that I taste it, I'm like, yeah, I get the nuttiness now.
Yeah,
But yeah, I was totally off on that one.
Yep.
But
what unsubbed? Peter White.
Peter.
Wow, Peter. Wow.
You know, I love my Jim Beam. So yeah. So that was our last place. Let's move to third place. I'll go to
You mean fourth?
Oh yeah, we have 5 samples. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm only having 4 samples.
Yep.
Let's move to fourth place. I'll go first. So my fourth place was the motor oil, the one that was weird. I think the nose on A is really good. I really like the nose on A. I just think the palate it gets a little weird and funky for me. What is my A?
So FYI, A was your spooky pour.
It was the spooky pour. Okay.
Pour.
I was like, I don't like it.
So we can have your husband try this afterwards. So for anybody, don't get mad.
Oh no.
This is a barrel aged vodka.
What?
Distilled from grapes.
Oh,
Finished in bourbon barrels.
I would have never guessed that. It's weird. I will say it's
93 proof.
It smells. Oh, really?
Yes.
It's
from my favorite craft distillery.
It smells really good.
I know, right? I said the same thing when I tried it. I think it's like $40.
Okay.
Like, I mean, yeah, but again, like I was like, dude. But again, you didn't think it was a vodka. That was my biggest thing.
No, but you gotta admit, I was thrown off. I was like, why is this weird?
I'm not gonna lie, it is weird, of course.
Yeah.
But I just meant that like I've bought that to kind of miss people. Again, you don't think it's a vodka.
No.
Like you would not be like, oh, this is a flavored vodka.
Most bourbony vodka I've ever had.
I thought it was pretty good. And it beat the OGD. Yes, it did.
Maybe I just wasn't feeling the 114 tonight. I don't know. I have no idea.
That couldn't have gone any better. Thank you.
Sam said that is the oddest liquor I've ever heard of. Barrel aged grape vodka. I agree.
But it is.
I know
crazy.
you love that distillery, and they've been doing some really good. I like their rye that they did. So
yes.
Wow. Okay. Well,
I said the same thing. I was like, I had to put them there because as soon as you said spooky pour, I'm like, I'm gonna mess with this guy. I got it. But that's why, I was like, hopefully he doesn't get mad.
Peter is canceling me. I'm canceled for Peter.
Unsub.
Peter, you've been subscribed for like one of the longest on the channel. Please don't unsubscribe.
Wow.
All right, let's go to your.
My fourth was A.
Your fourth place was A.
A.
I wish I remembered. Justin has my phone. May I see my phone?
I got all excited. I don't know what it is.
Oh, I know what A is. Actually, let me just double check. Just make sure I'm not wrong.
I was like, should I look on Discord too?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
A. You did say that you think this might be a rye.
Yeah.
It is indeed a rye, but it is a low rye.
Oh, it's a Saz rye. Oh, it's a pick.
It's a baby Saz pick from Whole Foods.
Wow.
First of all, like this looks like a fall whiskey.
I didn't know they
this
did a
literally
pick.
looks
That's
like,
cool.
Yeah, I think it does have some rye notes, but I think it's a low rye.
Yeah.
So it's like definitely in the like bourbon kind of territory of flavor. But I see why you didn't like it because you're not a rye fan, and he said that before. He's not the biggest rye fan.
Still, I'm not. Like I said, I don't dislike that. That's kind of cool.
Yeah,
like that's pretty legit.
Yeah. So this was actually when I was coming up with best fall whiskeys for the stream. I was like, shit, I don't know. But like, I went through my collection. I was like, I saw this bottle. I'm like,
you're like, that's got.
This looks like a fall whiskey.
Yeah.
And then I tried. It's hard to see because, like, I mean, it's like clear now, but like imagine it full. Like, it looks like a fall whiskey. So I was like, yeah. So okay, well, good to know. Good to know. You know, you didn't put it in last place, and beat Mellow Corn. Like, wow,
it should.
All right, so let's move to our let's switch places now. Third place.
So my third place was D.
Third place was D. All right, I need my phone again. Yeah. I didn't memorize my order.
It got really nutty, so my guess again would be probably Jim Beam or Heaven Hill again.
Okay.
If I had to guess distillery.
May I smell your? I'm not gonna say.
Don't finish that sentence, please.
Okay, I'm right.
Okay, I was like, I just want to make sure.
You just make sure.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm right. Okay, so your D, which was your third place.
And And honestly, it was splitting hairs between C and D. Honestly, like they could have gone either way on a different day. It could have gone differently.
Your D was actually
Oh wow.
Woodinville.
Oh, is that the Apple one?
Applewood Staves. So
That's
yeah,
funny.
so I was like Applewood, like that's like the most fall you can get. So
yeah,
100 proof. So it's
it drank hotter than that to me.
You know what's why it's funny? It actually was like, so I put an order of proof, then I realized like, oh, actually that's actually lower proof than I thought. It does drink hot.
It drinks hot in 100, which
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. And you're a Woodinville fan just in general, right?
Yeah. I was almost gonna bring the Woodinville the Moscatel finish that I have.
Oh, okay.
I was almost gonna do that. I was like, he might pick up on the finish.
Prescription Bourbon is here. DMC, good to see you, man. Whiskey Does love Sazerac Rye. Yeah, I do too. I'm a big fan of it. Your D was my third favorite. Okay, nothing wrong with that. Your D was my third favorite. Oh, the thing about Woodinville.
I'm sorry. No. Yeah, because you haven't done yours yet. Yeah.
Right.
She's right.
Yeah. They make some good bourbon. Oh, they do.
Yeah.
You like Woodinville.
I do like Woodinville. Yeah. Yes.
But just maybe not that expression, at least in this context.
This context. Yeah, I agree.
All right. My third place was the one that I thought was the I know which one did I think was the screw you pour? Like the screw you pour.
That was
it
D?
Okay, gotcha. So C was the one that I said tasted crafty. It smells crafty, it tastes crafty, but not in a bad way. This is far and above A and D. So third place is closer to my top two. What is whiskey C?
So I would assume they're considered a craft distillery. Donnie's gonna have to correct me on it. It is Chattanooga whiskey, experimental batch 25.
I would guess, yeah, crafty. Now, what is the type of? Do we know any details on it?
Yeah, we know everything. So it's a blend of straight whiskeys aged greater than 4 years, and then it gives you the mash bills of. So it's a straight rye malt, straight wheat malt, straight bourbon. That's all for the mash bills, 3 mash bills, and then obviously grain source, and then batch. So it's 7 barrels.
Interesting. Yeah,
it's 101, I think. Yeah, 101 proof, 102 proof. Sorry.
You know, I mean, I'm sure you know what I mean when I say that craft note.
Yes.
That craft note that I can just immediately tell something's a craft whiskey. Some do it well, some don't. They do it well. Do I think it beats out some of these other ones here? Not for me personally. I will say I've had Chattanooga before, and I have been a little less than impressed. But tonight, I mean, like I said, it's closer to my top two, so maybe it's growing on me. Maybe I'm starting to like a little more Chattanooga. So I don't know. Donnie was here earlier, but I'm not sure if he's still here. But
or not.
Igloo says Brandon with good taste. Okay.
Whoever you are, thank you. Thank you, Igloo too.
Yeah, they probably already unsubscribed. It's fine. All right. So yeah, so that's
so that was your third place.
Again,
so now we got top two.
Again, it was close to my top two.
Yeah.
We'll switch back to me.
Okay.
My number 2. This was E. This was what I assume was probably the highest proof.
Which you are correct, because I said at the beginning I do lowest to highest whenever I do blinds, 99% of the time.
It's the one that I guess might be an Old Carter product. To me, fantastic. I would buy this any day of the week.
Oh, good.
But I think B just beat it just a little bit because B tastes a little more like a fall whiskey.
Yep.
So let's E. Tell me what my second place is.
Don't kill the messenger.
Oh, okay.
It is rare breed, travel exclusive, non-chill filtered.
Okay, you've been talking about this a while. Yeah. So it's the same proof as the American release.
Everything is the same except this is non-chill filtered. The American one is chill filtered. That's the only difference.
Interesting.
And this comes in a liter bottle, but that's it. Everything else is the same.
Wow. Okay. Well, I mean, shit, I just compared it to Old Carter, so like
that's what I was like when you said fall. I'm like, okay, rare breed definitely is up there. I don't have any rare breed right now, so it's like, okay, that's what you're getting.
Again,
that's a fall whiskey. I've never heard one.
My top 3, I recommend buying all of my top 3.
Yes,
that's really great. Thank you for sharing that. So, James said rare breed, rye or bourbon. So that's the bourbon.
That's the bourbon. That's the bourbon.
Donnie is here. Thank you, Donnie. That's good. That's really good.
I know. I dig it.
I said Old Carter, so I thought it was going to be very expensive. What was the price on that, actually?
I think it was 50 or 60, so it's not terrible, but it's a travel exclusive. It's hard to find.
Yeah,
but it's not bad at all. Obviously, if you guys ever find it, definitely just buy it. Like, if you don't want it, I'll take it.
Well, and also, like, by travel exclusive, if y'all don't know, like that, it's available at a duty-free store, but you can only get it if you're leaving or entering the country.
Yes.
Like, you can't, like, go to an airport that has it and
and just buy it and leave,
If it's worth a trip to, like, Mexico for you, then do it. But, like, usually, like, I always check the duty-free. I know some people actually check it before they leave the U.S., so they'll check the LAX duty-free store.
Which I did when we were there, and honestly, I haven't seen or heard this anywhere in the States at any duty-frees. No one's ever
Interesting.
posted that. It's been like Australia, it's been Europe, it's been, Asia. It's not been
Where did
here.
you pick that up?
I got in a trade.
Oh, okay.
So,
Gotcha.
but I was like, I think it retails for about 60, 65, I think.
Okay.
So either way, like it's 100%. If you guys see it for that, just buy it. Like one of us will pay for it, no problem if you don't want it. But
Sam, we will come back to that question in a moment. He's just asking how does it compare to the chill filtered, non-chill filter. We'll come back to that.
Okay.
All right. What was your second place?
So my second place was C.
Second place was
C.
And by saying we'll come back to that, I meant like right now.
Like right now. Wow.
Your C was 116.8 proof.
That's
because I mean, like you
funny.
said, like fall whiskey, like it's you gotta have turkey during the fall, Thanksgiving turkey.
Yes.
So this is the same proof as yours.
Everything is exactly the same except mine's chill. Yours is chill filter. Mine's not. That's
We're gonna
the
have
only
like
difference.
10 minutes left in the end. Let's do a little blind of this. Not blind.
No, but side by side. Yeah, that's fine. I'm down for that.
So that's your second place. All right, we're about to reveal our favorite fall whiskeys of 2022 based on our blind flights.
Yes.
I'll reveal mine first.
Okay.
My favorite was B. To me, B. Let me taste it again, just real quick. It's apple. It's apple, but not super sweet. Spiced apple. I like A a lot.
Mm-hmm.
What was my A? Please don't. Please don't be
B.
Oh, sorry, B. Sorry, first place. Sorry.
Don't kill the messenger.
Oh no. Oh no.
Is a Jack Daniel single barrel rye pick from the assistant master distiller.
Why would I kill you? That's actually awesome.
So we got this when we were in Tennessee from a buddy that was at one of our meetups. He brought these as gifts.
Wow. You know what? I've had Jack Daniels, the rye, the non-barrel proof one. I've had it a long time ago.
That's the only rye I've ever had from Jack Daniels was the single barrel proof rye limited release a couple years ago. I've never had this one.
Do you like it? Are you
I dig this one. I drank. That's
really
good. I open this and I'm like, dude, thank you so much for bringing this. It's legit.
That's really good. I mean, for a fall whiskey, that's amazing. Like definitely, because I'm not disappointed by that decision. I think that's like I highly recommend that.
Yeah.
So the food is ordered.
Oh, that's good.
So yeah, that's fantastic. I'm glad I picked that. Now let's reveal your number one.
Yeah, so mine's E is the number one.
E is your number one.
E is my number one.
I wish I still had my phone. Sorry,
I literally went, okay, yeah. Okay.
All right. Yeah. E is your number one.
Yes.
Well, you will be very happy to hear this because you just bought a bottle of it.
Oh!
So E,
wow,
is a Stagg Junior store pick. This is from
is that the 125.4?
K&L Wine and Spirits,
yes.
125.4. This is a single barrel of Stagg. I said Stagg Junior. It's actually just called Stagg.
It's called Stagg now.
Yes.
Yeah. Awesome.
So
I'm stoked because I wanted to try that. We were sitting there. I was like, no, I
was hoping you didn't ask us to try because it was here. I was like, oh, give me a minute. Let me find that for you. Yeah, so that's a fantastic thing. I knew you would love that. I knew you would love it.
But it's crazy because I really don't get the cherries. Like this one,
honestly
doesn't jump out as a Stagg.
To me, it jumped out as cherry pie, and that's what I was like, oh, that's such a fall note. So I'm really, I
haven't had Stagg Junior forever though, but still, that's crazy. Thank you.
Yeah, no, of course.
I dig it.
So as y'all saw, like a lot of these are available to everyone across the country, like rare breed, whether it's a rare breed. If you get lucky, some Stagg, which I know I got lucky with this one for sure. Mellow Corn, I wanted to make it accessible because I don't want to have some crazy things that you guys couldn't get. So for those of you watching, maybe, watch this and say like, oh, which one of those sounds up my alley? And I think these are some really great picks. But before we go, we got about 8 minutes. Let's compare the two rare breeds. Yeah. So we have the rare breed. Wait, let me set this up because I might cut this out of the video and make a separate video.
That's fine.
So we are comparing the rare breed 116.8 proof. Standard on the shelf bottle, you can get it anywhere. To this one, show the bottle real quick. Yeah, so that one is the. Pull it back a little bit further. Yeah, and I have my autofocus off. So this is the travel exclusive.
This is travel exclusive. Yes.
Same proof, but only available internationally, and it is non-chill filtered. So
and it's also a liter bottle. If you guys couldn't tell,
it's a smaller, bigger bottle.
Yes.
So I'm gonna actually rinse. I have some water left. I need
a little bit of water in mine. So. My rare breed, you can leave that one empty, so I just need a little bit of water in that one. Please. Okay. And yours,
I'm just gonna rinse both of mine, so
yep.
It's totally spill. By the way, are y'all surprised?
What do you guys think of the flights? Like, did we do good?
Do you like my favorite for better? Which my favorite was the.
Your favorite was the Jack Daniels single barrel.
Jack Daniels single barrel rye pick, or do you think his Stagg Junior store? Okay,
Yeah.
Stagg juiced. Okay.
I was like, you really want to ask that question because they're
probably
gonna
don't.
say it's mine.
Yeah.
For the
I'm
win.
messy.
That's okay. That's why you have plenty of napkins over
We have
there.
now. It's also just water.
It's
so,
water,
like,
so
it's fine. Yeah. So we're gonna compare the rare breeds. What's this? All right, so you poured the non-chill.
So this
filter.
one's gonna go in this one because that was where the chill filter was for you earlier.
Oh, okay. Let me switch them just a second.
Yeah, so it's the same glass for you, and obviously you can pour yours on the other ones.
All right, so we are pouring the rare breed, not rye. I almost said rare breed rye.
Right. Yeah. As you guys know, I'm one of the few that I actually don't like the rare breed rye because we can get it here at Costco for like $40 or something stupid cheap.
I actually
or $50.
I tried it. I don't hate rare breed rye. Prefer rare breed bourbon.
Yes,
that's just me.
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm not a big rye guy, so I don't really dig it that much.
Well, I am a rye guy, and this is not my favorite rye. Actually, I got it all over my keyboard, so I'm just cleaning it up real quick.
Take a minute. It's all good.
All right, so just want to catch up on the chat real quick.
Yeah,
Sam says great setup. Well, thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as we did because I think this was legit. I had a great time.
Yeah.
We should do this more often, almost.
For sure.
This is fun.
Yeah, Bourbon Baller Lee says cheers. Cheers to you, Bourbon Baller Lee. Good to see you. Whiskey Blender Fraley. Wait, like Nancy Fraley? Are you Nancy Fraley? If so, hello, welcome. I think it's the first time you're watching the stream. That's exciting. I'm a little nervous now.
No pressure. No, but
seriously, like if you are, like I appreciate your work so much, and just seeing you on other channels, like you're amazing. So welcome. Been meaning to get back on here. Love my local store K&L. Local store K&L, and you're probably not Nancy Fraley, but also like hello, welcome. I'm sorry. Nancy Fraley is she was formerly was she the master blender of Old Forester?
No.
No. Nancy Fraley. She's someone very important.
She's the one that took over after what's her face, was she?
I don't know. They're apparently not them, but also hello. No, seriously, welcome. Peter says if you see Trails End 10-year Oregon toasted oak finish, well, that's a lot of words. Yeah, Trails End 10-year Oregon toasted oak finish, 105 proof, $50. Buy it on site. Good to know, Peter. I will absolutely do that. Yes, awesome. So let's do this comparison now, shall we?
Most definitely.
So the left is
yours.
American,
it's just
typical,
the regular one anyone can buy off the shelf.
Smells good.
I love it. It sounds like now I know it's almost like turkey. Like it has some age to it, has some spice to it, has a little sweetness.
Honestly, on the nose, I prefer mine.
That's what I'm gonna say. Like yours has a little more kick to it. Like almost like this one's almost like the chill filtered one is almost, or sorry, non-chill filtered one is almost muted.
Agreed.
Like you get like almost like more proof or more nose on yours on the regular one. Because fun fact, a lot of the whiskey tubers have done these side by side. And honestly, it's not, they've said it's not that big. It hasn't been that big of a difference. It's not worth the hunt. But obviously, if you're, traveling and you see one for 50, 60, 70 bucks, whatever it is, obviously buy it. No big deal.
Right. Yeah, on the nose, I think I prefer the chill filter, which sounds wrong.
It sounds wrong. Like to me, I enjoy the non-chill filtered one because I don't get that big kick of like spice or proof on the nose. It's almost more like relaxed, more muted, a softer nose. You can dive deeper into the glass.
So now, okay, so Whiskey Blender Fraley, are you Nancy Fraley? Because I'm curious. I was thrown off by the fact that you said my local store K&L. Because are you based in California? I think that's what threw me off. I was very, very confused. If you are, I'm sorry. I got confused. I was like, I don't think many people are out here in California. So I'm like that can't be Nancy, but maybe it is. Let's okay. Side by side, let's go and give it a taste. So I tried the chill filter version first.
It's pretty spicy.
Spicy for sure.
Yeah, that's my jumped out.
And they're the same proof, by the way, 116.8.
Yep.
I like it. Let me try the non-chill filter.
A little bit of sweetness, whatever.
Taste is a lot more similar.
Mm-hmm.
They taste very, very similar.
Yeah, I agree. But see, so like most whiskey tubers, again, it's really not that big of a difference. Wow.
Okay. Well, let's.
There you go. But
anyways, taste wise, I would say equal. I will say there's
Pretty-
more
pretty damn
creaminess
close.
on the non-chill filtered one.
yeah, pretty darn close. I would have to agree with a few of the whiskey tubers, honestly,
What is that?
that this isn't worth hunting or buying or secondary or trading for secondary. It's one of those to where if you see it while you're on vacation, obviously grab it,
Mhm.
but don't be don't be hunting it as hard as you can. The regular one is just as good. Like meaning like we should do that when it comes like just blind two of them.
Mhm.
I guarantee you might get lucky, you might not on picking out which one's which.
Agreed.
You know,
I think they're both
Like,
good.
they're both really good. Again, for $40, $45.
Yeah, for sure.
All day, every day on the shelf. Don't hesitate, guys. Like it's.
I
Fine.
mean, it's getting harder to find. It's gone up in price, at least in
Yeah.
my area.
I had a bunch of KNL for $43.99. I was picking one up when I was there today. I was like, I was like, nah, it's fine. It'll be there later.
But man, I am happy with our top few.
I'm stoked. Like that was fun. Like I said, that's why I like taking flights. Like I was 100% wrong, but that's fine.
It is, Nancy, and I apologize. I was getting nervous. I thought I named the wrong person, and I'm like, oh my god, it's not Nancy Fraley. I'm like, oh my god, someone's just other person. So I apologize, but thank you so much for watching. I'm glad to see you here. I'd love to connect and have you on a stream sometime soon. But welcome. She's a freaking legend, y'all. Like seriously, she's awesome. Well, cheers, everyone. Thank y'all so much for watching. I think my top 3 were incredible. Your top 2 were your favorites.
Yes, definitely.
So let us know in the comments below what you guys think are your favorite fall whiskeys. But until next time, I'm going to be live next Thursday for a Halloween spooktacular where I'm going to be trying whiskeys that have scared me. So whiskeys that I've been avoiding for years and years and years.
Good. So don't give those to me.
Yeah. Those are saved for Halloween. But cheers to all of y'all that are watching live or watching the replay. Make sure to hit the thumbs up button on your way out and subscribe if you want to come back. I'm live every Thursday night, 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern. And then sometimes Saturdays when I have friends over. So cheers, y'all. Have a great rest of your week. Enjoy your fall. I'll be here. Enjoy your fall with me. Let's drink some whiskey. But cheers. Thank you so much, Brandon, for being on.
Cheers, buddy.
Thank y'all so much for watching. Have a great rest of your weekend. I will see you on Thursday. Cheers, y'all.